My name is LV, and I am speaking my mind. America, if you watched Donald Trump's primetime White House address Wednesday night, you probably felt the same thing I felt. It wasn't a presidential update. It was a campaign-style infomercial dressed up with holiday decor. He opens with the classic line, "I inherited a mess, and I'm fixing it." That's not a plan. That's a setup. Because once you accept that framing, every criticism becomes blame the other guy, and every hardship becomes temporary pain for a bigger win. That's political marketing, not leadership. Going on to what he said versus what he meant. Listen carefully. Number 1, the economy is strong. Translation, don't believe your own bank account. Trump insisted the economy is stronger than Americans feel. That alone tells you the problem. He's arguing with your lived experience, your grocery bill, your rent, your car insurance, your Christmas budget. Multiple reports noted the reality behind the optics. Inflation has been elevated, hiring has slowed, and the job market has weakened in the wake of tariffs and broader conditions. When a president has to persuade you that you're doing fine while you're checking your cart total, it's like a math test. Something is off. Number 2, the tariffs pay for it promise. Translation, he's selling a story that sounds simple. One of the headline moments was the $1,776 Warrior dividend for about 1.45 million service members, which would total roughly $2.6 billion. Now, let's be clear. Supporting troops is popular, but here's the honesty check. Tariffs are not a magic printing press that only hits foreign countries. Tariffs are taxes on imports, and they often ripple into higher consumer prices and higher input costs for business, meaning regular Americans can end up paying part of that revenue in the form of more expensive goods. PBS explicitly noted his tariffs has contributed to boosting consumer prices, even as he pitched them as funding the dividend. So yes, he's offering money with one hand while policies can raise costs with the other, then claiming the second hand doesn't exist. Biggest refund season of all time. Translation, a vibe, not a verified guarantee. He tossed around big promises about tax season and refunds. That's a classic tactic. Promise relief in the future instead of explaining relief in the present. Even coverage sympathetic to the spectacle still framed it as a reset attempt with broad claims and fast pacing, because details were light compared to the confidence. If you're hearing huge guarantees without clear mechanics, timelines, or numbers you can verify, that's not policy, that's salesmanship. Number 4, charts and proof. Translation, selective metrics, selective memory. Reports noted he used charts to support his message. Here's the thing about charts. They can be accurate and still be misleading. If they cherry-pick time frames or ignore what people pay daily, food, rent, utilities, insurance, the point of the charts wasn't to educate you. It was to out-argue you. Number 5, quote-unquote, I'm fixing it while skipping the hard parts. Translation, avoid specifics that cost votes. Coverage also pointed out the speech didn't offer much in the way of concrete plans to solve the affordability squeeze so many people feel. That's the quiet part. He can talk tough, talk fast, and talk big without telling you the messy how. The fact-check backbone in plain English. If inflation is still biting and hiring is slowing, then everything is booming, is its best spin, not a full picture. If tariffs help generate revenue, but also raise consumer prices, then calling them free money is misleading. If a major proposal costs billions, the public deserves clarity on legal authority and sustainability, not just a patriotic nickname and a number that looks good on a banner. Even some reporting raised questions about authority or clarity. Now let's take a look at the performance review. Wednesday night wasn't a speech designed to unite a country. It was designed to win an argument. It leaned on blame, branding, big promises, selective proof, and a crowd pleaser payout headline. And look, if you're a supporter, you call it strength. If you're struggling, you'll call it what it looked like, a sorry-looking pitch to convince you not to trust your own eyes. So let's grade it. If F isn't low enough, then I'm going a full-on classic Peanuts comic strip from the 70s in the form of what Peppermint Patty had to experience of a bad grade on this one. Mr. President, your grade for that speech is a Z-. Not because America can't handle the truth, but because you didn't give it. My name is LV, and I have spoken my mind.